Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of InhabitCraft. This is going to be a weird short one, where I will be getting prepared and getting the server prepared for 1.19, which is actually scheduled to release tomorrow, on the day of filming this specific clip, but this is probably going to be out maybe a week, 2 weeks time. But yeah, this is going to be focused on preparing my world, the server, and preparing it for 1.19, and also talking about how we're actually going to be getting a bunch of the new 1.19 features in this same world by deleting some chunks using MCA Selector. Spoiler, this is not going to be a short episode. I realized that, as well as getting prepared, I had a bunch of farm projects that I wanted to do because I wanted to get started on my mega base. So yeah, this is not going to be a short episode. This is going to be quite long. Sorry. So, InhabitCraft will be updating as soon as possible, and by as soon as possible, what I mean is that when most of the mods for 1.19 are out, because we want to make sure that the game is on the most stable version, and that all of the server performance mods are out, so that we can have the smoothest and best experience on 1.19 as possible. So now, in this episode, as I said earlier, I'm mostly going to be planning for 1.19 and making sure that I have all of the things that I need before we update, just because I want to get a little bit organized so I can actually go and enjoy the new features of 1.19. So, things on the do list today is build a Shulker farm. It is to look at the seed for 1.19 and see, because we're going to be using a program called MCA Selector, and we're going to be deleting chunks that haven't been loaded. Deleting chunks that haven't got anything built in them. And those will be regenerated with the 1.19 features, and surprisingly, there are 3 ancient cities, 2 of which are in the same location on the seed for InhabitCraft. Those 3 ancient cities are in the main area, because obviously they infinitely generate. Oh, well, not, you know what I mean. But also, sadly, the nearest mangrove swamp is thousands of blocks away, but I will explain that on a later part of this episode, because for now, I want to get a little bit organized before going into 1.19. Another thing that I think I should do before 1.19 is improve my terrible sticky stuff farm situation, because I have 2 different sticky stuff farms, one of which was built by another member, but the first one is the slime farm that I built a while back. It's not very good. It doesn't produce, like, anything. So I'm going to be going with a new SciCraft design, which uses the swamp biome and some pretty interesting mechanics as the basis for the farm. Why am I not going down quickly? Am I going to drown? Okay. But also, I'm going to be rebuilding a pretty big honey farm. Even though I hate building honey farms, they're so annoying to me, because I also want to build some sort of tree farm for the main tree types I'm using in my base. But yeah, this is not efficient at all. If I go to one of the chests, just quickly, 8 slime balls. And I'm constantly loading this. And then, like, if we go down this one, nothing. And then if we go down this one, also nothing. So, as a total of, like, the 4 hours that I've been here, 8 slime balls is not the biggest yield. But that's partially because I haven't lit up the caves, and partially because this is not the best design for a slime farm, because I just get stuck there and despawn. And also, the honey farm is quite a small honey farm, so I'm going to make it a more industrial-sized honey farm, so that I can make some sort of tree farm. So that was a satisfying time-lapse, eh? As you can see, after I've done the time-lapse, I've added this little platform here, and that is the footprint of the Shulker farm that I will be putting here in a while, because I did manage getting a Shulker back from the end to the overworld. It took a long time. But if I go into Matica and I quickly go like this is the footprint of an Ian Exo4 designed Shulker farm, which I will be building. But first, before I build this, and well, I also got a ton of really useful terraforming materials from tearing down that area. But before then, I've also been working on another ENXO4 design farm, and that is the ENXO4 design bartering farm. If I go into the Nether, if I go up this hole here, we now can see that if I turn my brightness to bright instead of moody, so that we can have a look in these darker areas, we go through here. Oh, what's this? There's some redstone here. It is a shulker box loader. And how this works is that if I quickly grab some more shulkers, let's just grab these ones. And we need, hang on, we need one empty one as well. That's an empty one. So let's put an empty one here. And then let's just put these ones here, for example. So now, if I open this, nothing happens. But if I open this with something inside of it, it breaks and... Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, I think it's because I had stuff in them. So yeah, that worked fine. And then we put one of these here. So that primes it because it's detecting how much this is full. Well, it's just detecting whether or not it has an item in it. And then if I open it, it will break and place the next one there. And because it's empty, it doesn't get broken. Alright, that's how the shulker box loader works. And then if I go up here to the second part of the farm, which I'm still working on. Oh gosh, this is going to be tricky. You know what? Let's just do it the old-fashioned way. It's a little bit of a chamber, because this is where I'm going to be building the ENXO4 designed gold bartering setup. After grabbing a turtle egg, I can now do this. So I had to do some some quick turtle breeding then. And now if I place these pieces of glass, that's in there now. And we can go to the next section, which is breaking bedrock. So I've rebound my key to Y for right-click, and we're just going to do this the way that I did in the last episode, Eagle Eye video, and we're gonna go, oh gosh, let's commit. Alright, we've committed to it now. Oh no. I got it wrong. I messed up. Let's try this again. Well, that was a rookie mistake. I forgot to grab the second piston. Alright, no mistake again. Alright, so we're gonna rebound our key to a different one. Let's choose Y. Maybe let's use B. No, B's already taken. We're gonna use Y. And now, when we do this, we can go underneath. This is now in the right spot. I'm gonna be... that one. And we're gonna be aiming directly in this corner. I really hope I don't fall out like that when I do this. So we're gonna pull this, and we're going to hold there. And... yes, we have broken through the bedrock. Which is great news, because now, if we go down here, my gold bartering setup now has an easy way to get to. I was going to do a portal linking thing, but the portal linking thing was being annoying. So we're going to get some pumpkins. So I've made a little pumpkin area for gathering pumpkins, so I can make sure that those not zombie piglins, just piglins, don't despawn, because I want to trade with them very, very quickly. And the reason we're making a shulker box farm is mostly... or just a shulker farm, in this case, is mostly to just deal with the output of this, because it is so quick, it is so fast, that you need a shulker loader for it to work. Once again, that's an ENXO4 design, and it's a great design. And this is my pumpkin field over here. It's not the biggest thing, but I just come here occasionally, and I just harvest some pumpkins. As you can see, I need... well, I'm going to get 2 stacks of pumpkins, because when we carve these pumpkins, I will then be able to have 2 stacks of piglins, or in this case, 64 plus 64 is 128. 128 piglin bartering setup, and that is very, very quick. So I'm going to AFK here for a while, so I can get those pumpkins that I require. So I have actually built up most of the piglin, I guess this is like spawning setup, and I've only been running this for a little bit. And if we look down here, look at all of these, not zombie piglins, just normal piglins that we're getting. I'll be AFKing until this dispenser runs out, and by that time, we'll have 128 piglins ready for bartering. And that's going to be very quick. So this shulker loader, that's what this is for. But I'm just going to use the shulkers that I have stored up for now, because for the shulker farm that I'm building, I need obsidian. And this is how I'm going to get obsidian, because I can't be bothered mining so much obsidian. So yeah, this is pretty simple. It's an ENXO4 design. So I'm all the way up there, AFKing. And then things will spawn here. The piglins will get scared away by these soul lanterns and eventually make their way here, where an observer clock is powering this dispenser, which gives them a pumpkin so they don't despawn. if anything goes 1 block lower than it is right now, they will despawn, which is how those hoglins despawn right there. And how that works is because they're scared of these right here. They're scared of these blue mushrooms from the warp forest. Then, if a baby piglin will spawn, they will then run away from these soul torches, and then they'll fall down into this hole and despawn. Then, zombified piglins will get attracted to this turtle egg, and they'll despawn eventually. And any piglin that is not wearing a helmet, you see how that zombie piglin just went in there, the baby one? Any piglin that's not wearing a helmet will eventually find their way to here. Here, get a pumpkin on the head, as you saw from this one. Then, it's not 100% success rate when they go down, but eventually they will go down, and they'll start populating these breeding/trading chambers. And then I'm just gonna wait until this dispenser is no longer got any pumpkins in it. I don't know if I forgot to mention this, but I mentioned this when I was building my another ENXO4 designer for farm. I've been really getting into his farms recently, which was the he built a mob farm where if you're in or on scaffolding and you're a mob, it stops your pathfinding. This one's just getting pushed back and forth because of the entities. But if you get in a scaffolding block, it just disables your pathfinding, so they can't move. This is a really interesting view. You just see the occasional piglin walk past and just become a pumpkin, and then just fall in the hole. It's pretty funny. I'm just checking on just to make sure. When we run out of pumpkins, I can start trading away. Wow, there's so many in there that my actual frame rate has dropped significantly. Look at that. 35 frames a second. And then if I turn away, all the way back up to 140, and then down to 30 frames. We are now officially out of pumpkins. As you see, the piglins that are walking past that do not currently have a pumpkin on their head are not getting pumpkins. So what I'm just going to wait for is the ones that currently do have pumpkins on their heads to go down into the chute. You can already hear it. Oh god. Oh. This is ridiculous! Okay, I gotta follow the rest of the tutorial. Oh god. What do I even do? I don't like that noise that just got made. Alright, let's have a look. Oh my god, they're all in there. Why do they start pathfinding? What? Okay, I'm gonna unload them. Where's the closest way of unloading them? Let's go onto the roof of the Nether and onto the AFK platform, because that will unload all the unwanted— oh my god, the frame drops! All the unwanted piglins. And then we'll come back and finish the farm, because I've just got a few finishing touches to do. So I've just gone and crafted a bunch of gold for my gold farm, as you can see. Yeah, it's a fair bit of gold. And we're going to now go back down into my piglin bartering setup. The noises they're making I don't like them, but we're just going to go along with it. So, yep, we've got all of our stuff there. So now, as the tutorial states, we stand here and we throw all of the gold into this area here, and they will start to trade with us. And then, when we're done, go down here, and then they will occasionally throw the goods at us, and then we can spam click on one inventory slot. Let's say this one, for example. And then, when that fills up, we just do this, and we just keep doing this. And that's how we get all of the drops from our piglin farm. As you can see, it's very, very, very incredibly efficient. Oh, whoops, that shulker wasn't filled all the way, but close enough. But yeah, this piglin bartering farm is so quick, and it comes in massive waves. ENXO4 is a farming genius. Gosh, I'm gonna run out of storage here. But I actually am gonna run out of storage. But at least it gives us a lot of good drops here. Like, if you remember in season 1, geez, long time ago, I had one of these farms, and I would sell all of this as a variety of things, and also building with blackstone is now a possibility. And concrete is so much easier to get. The nether brick is also really useful. it gives you a tiny amount of iron, but also it gives you a lot of quartz. And I've been really struggling with my quartz output, or I guess intake, because of all the redstone components that I've been using to build all these farms recently. But as you can see, it almost like automatically sorts itself a little bit, because when you spam click this, it gives you different types of, like a thing filled with the same type of item. And now, as you can see, I have run out of gold, but I've also run out of space. So if we go down to, like, let's just say this chest here, we empty our inventory with all the stuff that we've gotten from the bartering, and oh gosh, even run out of space there. And I think we've got nothing else left. If I flick this back up, oh no, we've got a fair bit. Let's just quickly add all that stuff back and just make sure we've got everything. Yep, that's everything. Close this trapdoor back up. Go fill this, and then I can get all of my stuff that I had from this shulker here. And I can then bring all of those drops that I just got, and we're going to now build a sorting system in the overworld, because it's easier to do it with water. And I will be transporting this anyway. Now I can just go to the output of the shulker loader, grab all of these shulker boxes, and I guess be off until the bloody sorting system that I'm about to make. But yeah, that farm was designed by IanXO4, and a link to it will be in the description of this video. Since this place over here is my industrial district for the season, as you can see, it's a lot closer to my base than it has been previous seasons. This area on this hill here will be the centralized sorting system for all of my industrial district projects. So for now, this is all it is, but I'm going to place down all of these shulker boxes that we got from... well, not we didn't get the shulker boxes, but I'm going to place down shulker boxes full of the goodies that we got from our piglin breeding, trading whole farm thing. And I'm going to start deciding what items that I want to keep from this, and we're going to be building part of a storage system now. The reasons that we're making those noises is because I didn't have gold boots on. Or gold armor. So they were aggroed on me. I guess I've learned for the future. And those are all 10 of the items that I want to keep from this. So I've placed a bunch of chests, but I don't know how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10. So that is the amount of rows that we're going to be using just from the piglin area. And yeah, as you can see, it gives you a fair bunch of materials. So we're going to craft up some sort of temporary storing system, and then eventually we'll have a build around here. Since I've done a fair bit of work since the last clip, I thought I'd update you on what I've been doing. So if we look here, I have made a little bit of a storage room here, just a standard Impulse SV item sorter, for a bunch of things that we're getting from the gold farm and just all the farms in this industrial area. And I'm going to be trying to, as you can already see from this area here, I'm going to be taking all of the drops from my industrial area and bringing them to a centralized storage location. So there's a few item sorters here for the only 3 items I want for my mob farm, and then they go down into this where they automatically get dispensed, and the ones that I don't want automatically get dispensed into this just little hole here. And the rest, they go all the way along, all the way down, across, all the way, into this here. Where also, as you can see, I have taken the path from the iron farm, added a bit of a pillar here so it goes directly down the hole. I was originally going to collect them and then shoot them out, but it doesn't make sense if they're already in item form when I drop them. It goes all along across and then into the item sorter again. So that's what I'm going to be doing for each farm. But sadly, when I was plumbing up the iron farm, I guess plumbing is the right word, to the rest of the buildings in this area, as you can see, one of the villagers on this side here sadly fell off the platform and died. So I've gotten a few replacement villagers. One of them will probably get up there, and we're just going to wait until nighttime so that the villager will pathfind itself after I give it room to, because I've trapped him here. Then that villager, they will be able to pathfind all the way up onto this bed here. And then after that's done, I will start... I also want to sort out all of the drops from the trading hall. Well, not drops, I guess, the trades, and have that in the centralized sorting system. And also the bamboo farm that I want to finish building, because I started it and I never finished it. And also the sugarcane, which is finished. And I want to get all of those drops into the centralized location. And also with Mini HUD, if I go to the shapes, and we turn on this, and we press the main rendering button, I think I might have to refresh the chunks. Oh, hello? It doesn't want to work. Shape renderer on. There we go. But this is the area in which the industrial district will be. And the direct center of this, I guess, sphere is where the AFK point will be. And when I stand in that sphere, I can turn on all the farms and think of having a centralized location where I can turn on all of those farms. And in that instance, when those are all hooked up together, all of the farms drops will just go into this system here. And if I go to this area, you can see that already with these 13 or so odd shulker boxes, the items from the piglin bartering have all been sorted into here, but also a bunch of gunpowder, a bunch of bones, but sadly not string yet because I was originally trashing the drops from the string. This can actually not keep up with some of the items, so it's going to go around in a loop when the sorting system's finished, but right now I'm okay with losing some of them. And yeah, this is just basically what I've been working on for this while. And finally it's starting to become nighttime, so if I go back to that village area, and we break this guy loose, unless the villager that's been standing around here wants to go to bed and has already pathfinded his way up. Nope, that villager hasn't. So what we're going to do is we're going to give this villager a way out and hope that they pathfind towards the bed that they require to go to sleep for tonight. They're not pathfinding out yet, so let's just remove this little bit of dirt here, and we can use that to, I guess... There we go! Now, do you recognize that bed over there? What if I do this? What if I start pushing you a little? Where are you going? Oh gosh, maybe I need to block off... Oh no, that guy's sleeping there, so if I block this here, you should pathfind... What? Where are you going? What? Oh, I think he's getting there. There they go. No, why did you stop? Oh, they just then, they got it. And then, they're in bed, yes! That means that I can trap them forever there, so, and scare them for the rest of their life so they produce iron golems that I can mercilessly kill. I'm a good person. So, I've done a fair bit of AFKing, I think it was around maybe an hour, and let's see what we've gotten from this area. So, these are the only ones we're going to be looking at because this is all from the shulker boxes that I unloaded from the gold farm, or gold piglin bartering farm. So we don't have much string, which is to be expected. It's a fair amount of bones, fair amount of gunpowder, a lot of iron, though I did put a lot of that in before. Emeralds is nothing, because that's from trading. So yeah, this is really efficient, but if I go into this middle section here, that gets loaded, that gets loaded, that gets loaded, everything here gets loaded. So yeah, this is a really, really cool, I guess, crescendo to this project that I've been doing here. Between the AFK session, though, I did light up the entire area of the industrial district, so there's no spawnable spaces on the surface, as you can see by this, I guess, cylinder of lit-up area. And yes, I don't really need to be that conservative about my rockets right now because of how much stuff that I get from this industrial district. Though I did realize that I forgot maybe a few spots here and there, but yeah, no Ray, to go away. But yeah, this is all coming together nicely. Sorry for that Discord notification. I almost forgot, I was also AFKing on this, so we've got a fair bunch of sugarcane that I can now grab, but I also got to pipe that into our main storage system over there. And the next addition to our storage system is in. We now have sugarcane pouring in from the farm all the way over there, stored directly in this system here. This is quite an array already, and there's still more we have to do. Well, I AFK'd at my ice farm overnight, and I've noticed that I have, in fact, died. Luckily, I was just using a pickaxe specifically that I use for the ice farm, but I'm going to go sleep, and then I'm going to go to the ice farm and see how much it produced overnight. Because I died from starvation, I don't know how long I was AFKing there for, but I guess we can just have a quick look. So I've gotten my stuff back, and yeah, we've actually got a fair bit of ice. Less than I was expecting. I guess I starved to death earlier than I expected, since I did AFK overnight. But now I can go and transfer all of this ice into packed ice, or compressed ice for some reason it's called now. And we're also going to be adding an ice option to the sorting system. So let's get all of my gear back on, and we'll get back to what we're doing. So I made a mistake. I started building my shulker farm in a savanna, and it requires snow golems, which can't survive in savannas. For example, let's grab myself some snow. So if I find the section here, where the iron golem needs to be, not the iron golem, sorry, the snow golem needs to be. Oh gosh. I really don't want to have to tear out this obsidian. Let's see. Are you on a savanna biome? Yes. Will you die? Yes. Well, looks like I have to move this entire farm. So I've got the, I think it's mini hard biome edge overlay, and we're going to move the farm so that this snow golem is just within the bounds of a river biome. So it will not die from the heat of the savannah. Alright, let's do the test. Does it die? No, it's fine. It is in fact not dying, so that's good. We can build it here. But we need to have some sort of... Oh no, maybe this little part of the terrain might be in radius, but yeah, this is where we're going to build the farm, so we're going to have to tear down all of that. Oh gosh. Hey guys, so as you can see after that clip, I've moved this farm from where it was here to over here. I've also done a few other things in this world, but as you can see, there is currently no shulker or snow golem in the farm right now, and that's because, honestly, I'm kind of scared of it. I don't want to lose my only shulker, so I'm going to prepare myself with potions of healing, potions of regeneration, all that good stuff. But also, sorry for the kind of lax schedule I've been having and the kind of less impressive of projects I've been doing here, just following farm tutorials. One, I'm getting ready for 1.19, and two, both of my siblings have gotten COVID, and my parents are currently away, so I'm looking after the house and also them for this past, I guess, week. So yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, as you can see, things are coming along nicely. A bunch of my industrial district has been built, and that's the main sort of preparation I wanted to do before we get into 1.19. And that won't be coming for a while. I'm going to basically wait until all of the Mali library-based mods are out for 1.19, because that is a very, very big part of my workflow in building. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry for this one being a little bit longer and a little bit further between in other episodes, and also not doing the most visually impressive stuff. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And if you've got this far, comment cow. Bye!